At shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 3, O.J. Mayo. At the small forward position, standing 6'8", number 12, Jabari Parker. The other guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 22, Chris Middleton. A 6'5" forward from Greece, number 34, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Starting at the other forward position, standing 6'11", number 15, Greg Monroe.
Welcome to BMO Harris Bradley Center. We are in Milwaukee, the home of the Milwaukee Bucks. And we're bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports, the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us this Sunday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Take a look at the Warriors. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and have their win total.
Well, hold on a minute here, Kevin. You've been around this league a while now, and you know there are no gimmies in this league. Even though the schedule looks soft and it looks like they're winnable games, every team can take you out to lunch if you don't pay attention to detail.
And we've seen that demonstrated time and time again. Like you said, there are no easy games at this level. I think it will still be a successful stretch for them, but not if they get lazy.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And Golden State looking at who they've got. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Against the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Rush in at the 3 spot. On defense, Golden State. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, it's just hard to make up when you have an inability to make free throws consistently, and that's why they ended up losing.
Yes, sir. I think some doubt started to creep in when they kept missing those foul shots. I mean, you could see them start to shy away from wanting to even go to the line.
And guys, the Greek Freak really improved his numbers across the board last season. Giannis was up in every measurable category except three-point percentage.
He's really improved his shooting, though, overall. The 3 ball still eludes him a little bit here and there. But what I like, Kevin, is his aggressiveness. That's what's making the difference in his game right now.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. Parker against Green. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. That's good. Parker's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Green passes to Thompson. Golden State moving it around. Curry dishes to Thompson. Back to Curry. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Golden State. Milwaukee with the ball. Trailing by 4. They come in fresh off the win against the Warriors.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Mayo kicks to Antetokounmpo. Now the feed to Parker. The Warriors pull it in.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Now here's Middleton. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Here's Rush. Got it off in time. And no good trying to get that one. And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Warriors on top, leading by 7. And we'll get going after this from the...
Come on, Bradley Center. You better be making some noise for yours.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down, a perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season, and as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17, also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
They've got Vaughn. He's out there with Michael Carter-Williams. John Henson out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's O'Brien in at the power forward. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And slam dunk by Henson.
What a smart pass by Carter-Williams right there.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
I had a chance to look at the numbers for Carter-Williams. How his last 10 games have gone. He's right around 9 points a night, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
And the Bucks were average last season. I mean, they were 17-17, also 7-7 at home, 10-10 on the road, 5-5 in the games leading up to that. So in every measurable way, they were 500.
Pass to Vaughn. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter, and he gets it to go.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
Ever see something like that happen again are minuscule. I mean, that team was just destined to end up 41-41.
Feeds it, and the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
You know, just thinking back to that Milwaukee factoid again, I mean, the odds that
Get to Green. Pass to Barbosa. Shot clock at 6. Pushing it up. Here's Vaughn. Plays it in off the breakaway. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Ezeli the pass to Livingston. On the wing, Iguodala. Rebounded by the Bucks.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 3.
he's better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the and Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Green.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's all.
Warriors ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Monroe's checked in for Henson. Jabari Parker comes in for Johnny O'Brien. Chris Middleton's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Mayo in for Vaughn.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Curry dishes to Ezeli. He kicks to Iguodala. Spates the pass to Iguodala. Outside Curry. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Bucks lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance the hometown fans are. For Milwaukee, the first quarter was not an easy one. They struggled to find an offensive rhythm or come up with enough stops and sunk into a 7-point hole by the end of the period. The second quarter, just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And he just went off in those first two quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Rush in at the small forward position. Really left alone that time. 14 points for Steph Curry.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, GA, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. That's good.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Henson checked in for Jabari Parker. And Golden State also making a change. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Brandon Rush.
And guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. So it's the Bucks now. It's a 1-point game.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost +15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often. They could have made those numbers even higher had they wanted.
Here's Monroe. Nails the baby hook. And the Bucks lead by 1. The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Curry kicks to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's got his first basket. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of them.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Johnny O'Bryant comes in for Henson. And it's Carter Williams in for Chris Middleton.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And the Warriors, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part. And it's looking like money well spent. No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
No one near Mayo as he lets it go. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
It got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
Curry. And no good trying to get that one. The third quarter comes to a close. Milwaukee on top. Thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Milwaukee leading by 4. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Parker and Henson, the duo inside. And it's Carter Williams in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Iguodala dishes to Livingston. And Rush kicks to Livingston.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively, and they've been turning those turnovers into points.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. Middleton on the wing. They get it back. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Warriors trail by 5. Here is Livingston. Outside, Green. A 3-ball. And Henson pulls it down from deep three-point range, and that's good. Draymond Green for 3.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Carter Williams kicks to Henson, and that one is hammered home.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Dishes it to Middleton. Passes it to Parker. Takes the 13-footer. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Parker's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Took him no time at all on that one. 6 points for Draymond Green.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
They can't guard us on the perimeter.
By 3. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Carter Williams kicks to Middleton. He dishes it to Monroe. Can't get it to go. So Golden State will take it the other way. If it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Klay Thompson.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They lead by 3. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Carter Williams. Middleton the pass to Carter Williams. Lets it go with the 3. And Middleton the bucket on the assist from Carter Williams.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Kicks to Carter Williams. That one goes. Count. And it's an 8-point Bucks lead.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
And here is Curry. Looking to end the run. Off on that one. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And Ernie Johnson is still in the building, folks, for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Chris Middleton. He was the steady and reliable hand throughout the game tonight. Stepping